What's going on? It's the 415 Fortune. So today I kind of wanted to talk about a few things, but most importantly, we're going to be talking about just like the music industry in general. I think that there's a lot of misconceptions to what goes on in the music industry, like if it's even if it can even be a reality for some people. So we're just going to kind of discuss a few things. One of the biggest misconceptions is that you're just going to 99% of the time it's a long road. I think that a lot of people, they automatically think that when they get into music and they start making music that it's going to be some really fast progression to being able to live off of the income from the music and just growth in general, which it's, for a majority of people, it's the complete opposite. It's going to take you a very, very long time. If you take into account like all of the expenditures that are required for like professional sounding records, you have to think about the production, whether that's exclusive or whether it's a lease. Obviously with exclusive rights, you're paying more money, but you retain the ownership of that music. So you retain the full rights to that. So that enables you to make a little bit more money from a royalty standpoint on the back end. But those can go from, they can get into thousands of dollars. So, and then you have the professional recording of the record. If you go to a studio, you got to pay an engineer and you got to rent out the space, right? So, that could take a couple sessions, depending on how many hours, maybe you're looking at, $400 or something. And then from there, a mastering engineer, maybe another couple $100. And then you got to market the song. So then you got to load it to the platform, however much that distribution is costing you, and then marketing the music, right? So like once it gets on these platforms, then you have to spend the money to market the music. Otherwise, most of unknown people and releases are getting just pushed under the rug. So you have a huge wall in front of you. Like, let's just be completely clear about that. If you don't have a budget to promote your music and you're not known and you're not, steadily going and doing shows or trying to hop on shows that where you can get in and open up for other acts. I mean, even nowadays that costs money to, some artists are paying to open up for other artists. I think that's been going on a long time. But anyway, so there's all of these expenses that you have in front of you. So, just keep that in mind. And I don't think that enough people actually tell people the truth about it. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to hit you with the reality of the situation first so that you can kind of make a better judgment call on whether or not something you really want to be involved in. Obviously, grassroots stuff, going out, going to shows, networking, linking with other producers, just talking, doing collaborations, working with other artists. I mean, all that stuff definitely helps. But again, I mean, for you to be generating enough income to live, nowadays, I mean, you got to be doing millions and millions of streams, through some of these DSPs and other platforms. If you don't have any other branding partnerships or anything like that, I mean, you got to be doing some numbers. So there you guys have it. If you have any questions, you can always hit me up on my social media, which is at Instagram at the 415 Fortune. You can hit me up on Facebook, but mostly I'm on Instagram. So check with me there, and talk to you soon.